good. What is up, you guys? It's your boy Rob Hollow Avarice back again with some gaming goodness. Today we are here with another new game, continuing our tradition of 25 games in 25 days. We've had some bangers, we've had some alright games the past few days, hoping we buck the trend as we listen to the Call of the Sea. A game that I think came out last year or 2 years ago. This game came out 2021. Raw Fury. It is a puzzle adventure game. So I am intrigued. And as we are getting started, may I just again say thank you so much for joining me. If you want, all of these games are, obviously I play every single night leading up to the 25th. Sometimes I play on the day during the weekends. But all these videos are also posted over on my YouTube in a curated Gamesmas list. If you ever, always the very next morning if you're ever interested. There you go. Alright, so the Call of the Sea. This looks like an old school, like, point and click, like late 1800s, early 1900s. That's not English. I know English. Fun fact. No.
What was that?
That's
What
English.
are those voices?
Good. We've been doing a lot of water-based games with Under the Sea, Under the Waves, and Dredge, and Dave the Diver.
Where am I?
And then I switched it up with Sakuna of Race and Ruin and Raji, but I missed the water. I had to answer the siren's call.
I know this place. I've been here before.
I also just finished, I went back and finished Under the Waves. All told, game took about 10 hours. It was a solid story.
I've been here my entire life. I'm trapped in here.
We just did a single, the Kasparov opening, I see. I don't know chess.
These stairs. I'm climbing these stairs again. I need to get out. The voices are calling me. My old music box. It's broken. I have to fix my old music box. I have to get it. I have to...
Tis a dream.
Those horrible dreams again.
1934.
I've had them
Okay.
repeatedly ever since my mother died and left me that music box in her will. Harry always said that old family heirloom
What are they
had something
spelling
to
it
do
out for
with
us? Thank you.
my family's strange disease. If the doctors won't give us an answer about your illness, I'll search for one myself, you said.
Ooh, my leper?
And in that search, it seems you lost yourself. I don't think I'd ever...
Pardon me, madam, but the island is in sight. We'll be lowering the boat in just a minute.
Oh, thank you so much, Captain Hodgson. I'll be right out. All right. Time to gather my things. Captain Hodgson has a very particular taste when it comes to decor.
Flags and pendants used in naval signaling. Hey, it's always good to know.
I think I've overpacked. What was I thinking when I brought all these dresses on this trip? I'd always dreamed of traveling. It was not the same without you,
Nora
Harry.
Everhart on the SS Caramel. Expected to arrive at Papati, Tahiti. It's a magical place. November 1st, 1934.
I'd always dreamed of traveling. It was not the same without you, Harry. It's a relief that I don't need it to walk anymore. It's not exactly a clawfoot tub, but you can't always
It's
get
a
what
water
you
basin, a cane.
want. Merveilles de mer du Sud. Marvels of the Southern Seas, I think. Ah, the amazing adventures of Nora Everhart, art teacher. I received a mysterious package at my house. I stored all its contents in my locked suitcase.
Papiti, Tahiti.
I love this song. I'd better cover up my hands before I leave the cabin. I wouldn't want anyone thinking I'm a circus freak. Oh my, I have the worst memory. I forgot the combination again. Thank goodness I always bring my journal with me to write things down.
Okay. There you go. 506. It's been a month since I received Harry's last letter. It was postmarked San Francisco and mentioned the answer to my elves might be found in the Pacific Ocean. I'm hoping a silence due to delay in the postal service. Last night I had another of my vivid dreams. Something was different. I saw a strange island looming in the distance. An enigmatic sentence written on the photo of my husband, an ancient stone relic that looks like a knife, a brass key with the letters CW engraved on it. All three were the package I received yesterday, postmarked Tahiti, no sender. Keeping from Harry. Find him 74 nautical miles east of Otaheite. After leaving through a couple of history and geography books, I found Otaheite was just the ancient name of Tahiti. Or Otaheite, yeah. The same package, place the package came from. What does this mean? My mind is made up. Even though I feel woozy, I have to give it everything I've got. Won't be easy, but I'll find my husband wherever it takes, even if it means going to the end of the world. Followed Harry's trail, caught a train to San Francisco. In the Madison building, I found that on May 25th, Harry bought 6 passages to Tahiti on the SS Caramel. Tahiti again. On that note, I'm not sure if it's fresh air or the sea breeze, but I feel better. Tahiti on the ocean liner. If I don't find her there, I'll find a ship that will take me to whatever is 74 nautical miles east of Tahiti. It isn't going to be easy or cheap either. We arrived in Tahiti there. Is that a passport stamp? I miss the sea so much after Harry and I moved to Denver. I love to sit on deck and watch the moonlight. November 1st, I finally arrived in Tahiti. Finding information about Harry's expedition turned out to be tough. About the place 74 miles east, some locals have mentioned an island, but they won't say anything about it. They think it's cursed. I met an English sailor, Captain Hodgson. He knew some of the crew members from Lady Shannon, a whaler, apparently the ship that took an American expedition to an island east of Tahiti. According to Hodgson, it's been months since he last saw Lady Shannon or its crew. Like every good sailor, the captain is superstitious. Do you think I'm mad? I'm not going to risk the lives of my crew by going to that cursed isle, he said. After 3 days of begging, I've managed to convince him to Take me close to the island. Save your money, Miss Everhart. Leave me alone will be payment enough. It's a tender heart inside that grumpy old sailor. Is it 502? Is it 507?
All right, now it's open. Harry Everhart.
Find
my
him.
husband, my partner, and my dear old
46 miles east of
A
Tahiti.
brass key with the letters CW engraved on it. And some enigmatic instructions. I saw this island in one of my
Stone
unsettling
Creek.
dreams. I drew it as soon as I woke up. This strange and sharp relic came in the package I received at home. Okay, Nora. From here on out, you're on your own.
Motorboat is ready.
Family heirloom.
Lower the motorboat and be careful with Mrs. Everhart's equipment, lads.
Out of the Blue Games, based in
We'll be
Spain.
back to pick you up in 3 days. I really hope you find
Call
your
of the
husband.
Sea, American Arcadia.
I hope it too. I'll see you in 3 days then.
But please be careful on that island.
There are only
You know
two
what the
games so
legends
far.
say about it.
I'll take care. Thank you.
I do
Captain
remember
Hudson.
the image American Arcadia. I've definitely seen that.
Well, here I am, in the middle of the ocean after traveling across half the world. Just miles away from where my husband is supposed to be. You left a year ago to search for a cure for my affliction. Your letters kept me close to you, but suddenly they stopped coming. What happened, Opal? What did you find? Whatever it was, it led you to hire a crew and set sail from San Francisco to Tahiti. And from there, to this place. An island in the middle of the Pacific that the locals refuse to even name.
It's
Everything is
gorgeous.
familiar. So familiar. As impossible as that may sound. Is this the island I dreamed about?
Well,
This can't be a coincidence.
the Car of the Sea. That's cool. Yeah, the car literally hangs there. I always love that. A nice tropical beauty. I like it. I love that cell shade splash aesthetic.
A breathtaking, idyllic island, surrounded by deadly reefs and protected with stakes to keep anybody from entering. Why?
Yeah.
There's
Looks like a
definitely
camp
something
here.
strange about this place.
Definite signs of life. Camp, some structure right there, a hook maybe.
Okay, Harry. Let's see if I can find any... I'll leave my things in the boat until I find somewhere to camp.
I would drag this boat up to be safe.
I know it's just resonance, but I do love listening to the sea in them. I know it's just resonance, but A tent. So somebody was on this island recently.
It looks in good structure, good order.
A miniature va'a, a Polynesian outrigger canoe. Beautifully crafted, too.
I watched Moana, I know. I haven't seen Moana 2 yet.
Oh, that's a Vivo. A flute that the Polynesians play with their nose. I won't be playing that. A note written in French. I only understand 2 words. Île and mort. Island and death.
À quiconque lira ces mots, nous avons profane cette île pour n'y trouver que la mort. N'allez pas plus loin. I don't know.
It must be a warning about the dangers of the island. This machete is completely worn down. The blade is dull.
And is that the holster for the machete? It's like a cave. Hey, flight sass, up.
I feel quite good. I dare say I might even walk a little faster than usual. Those markings seem to represent the sea. I'll make a note of them in my journal. It might come in handy.
I arrived at the mysterious island 74 miles east of Tahiti. The fishermen will be back to pick me up again in 3 days. Instead of time to find my dear old pal. Yeah, I would drag this ashore, tuck it back here behind this rock. Oh, dang.
Looks like it opens from the other side.
Blades made of bone.
These wooden figures are called Unu. This seems to be telling a story.
Very curious. Who knew about the Unu? Two. Okay, so this is the this is the second one. People putting up barricades against a crocodile and trapping it, or a creature.
It may look peaceful, but clearly somebody wants to keep outsiders off this island. What a lovely flower offering.
So, 3. Sacrificing something to the creature, or lowering it in.
A carving tool. This box. CW. Those are the initials on the brass key. It opens it. So whoever sent me this key was here.
A key opens a rock right next to that. I saw the flower offering.
This is starting to look like a scavenger hunt. What? Someone carved my name in the back of this Unu.
Number 4. The people sent one person away to sail to another island. They clashed with other people, and the other people came to invade this island. They threw spears. and defended the
From
monster.
what I've read, the
creature.
Polynesians don't need doors. So why build such a big one? Well, that did something. Something's missing here.
It's hidden.
Well, look what's hidden here.
So Nora, so that was left for me. All right.
It works. This may be the first time I trespass a private property. My childhood in Newburyport wasn't exactly the most thrilling thing.
Looks like a proper camp.
Is that Harry?
The Everhart
You
Expedition.
were here. You were here and I found
It was a
you.
group
damn
of
it.
5 people.
Where are you now? Where is everybody? Where did you and all your crew go?
So that was in June. So about 4.5 months ago.
Lady Shannon? That name sounds familiar.
That was the ship that he
I'd better check my journal.
booked passage on. 6 people, fragile instruments, several boxes of equipment, weapons, explosive supplies for 3 weeks. Again, though, it was 4 months ago.
A mechanical bridge? That doesn't fit in with Polynesian traditions either. This reminds me of those slot machines that Harry and I saw at the Atlantic City Pier. The Polynesian version. It's been years since I took such a long walk. This fresh air is doing me wonders.
Double back.
I can feel the air is denser here in this mangrove swamp. Rays of sunlight shining through. Another symbol.
So that must be the symbol for light or sun.
Now that I've crossed half the world, I wouldn't mind crossing the other half. But I have to do it with you, old pal. This sort of pond is a Polynesian fishing technique. There's another
fish?
symbol inside it. What a
Mountain?
beautiful mountainous landscape.
So I've got mountain fish, light, and waves, or sea. Let's head back there. It's the only way I haven't gone in the mangrove swamp. Yeah, and there's the last ones.
Oh my, this is so beautiful. What were these birds called? Lorikeets. Cole's lorikeets. There are lorikeet feathers scattered around this unu. I'll draw the symbol in my journal. Shortcut. That's convenient.
Yeah. Alright, so
Henry
now...
said that he would go to the end of the world to find a cure. And by the looks of it, he wasn't lying. We promised we'd never lie to each other from the moment we started dating, no matter how harsh the truth.
So mountain. Sun. Fish. Lorikeet. Mountain, sun, fish. I went that way, let's go this way. Mountain. Fish. Let's return to that beach. There might be more on that beach that I haven't seen. Mountain, sun.
This machete is completely worn down. The blade is dull.
Mountain. Maybe something to do with the stories? No, there were 6 tabs. There were 6 Unu. Right, there was 6 Unu. A mountain fish. Mountain sun fish. And they're all in. The order in which I found them, maybe? Hey, I want to cross the water. I mean, there are truly so many variations. They can't... Let's take a look at the red planks and see. This is 2 or 4, maybe? They have numbers of things on top. The ones by the waves had 3 on top, I believe. One, 2, 3, 4. So, but this has, sun has 1, 2, 3, 4 in a blank spot, like that. So maybe that could be, it's indicated it's in the 5th position, or would that indicate it's in the 1st position? So light is either first or last. Mountain is dot dot dash dot dot. Pretty much. So this would probably be directly in the middle. Fish should be on the other end. So sun would probably be 1. Fish would probably be 5. And then I can check out what the lorikeet is, and I won't need to go back to waves because I'll have whittled it down. So. Lorikeet is 4. Which means wave would be 2. Or water, or sea. Sun, wave, mountain, bird, fish. Mountain was definitely in the middle. The fish was definitely missing the last one. How am I having so much trouble with the very first puzzle? Right, because that was definitely 1. That was definitely 3. And fish was definitely 5. I didn't go back and check that. Should I go back and... Or... Did I do that on the wrong side?
Well, I guess I hit the jackpot.
Did that on the wrong side? I'm dumb.
That's my ticket across the river then.
Because the birdhouse was on the other side. So it would have been on the same side as the birdhouse. I checked it from the back.
Steady now.
Oh. 74 miles east of Otahiti. We're kind of
How long
flying.
have I been walking? I've lost track of the time.
Chapter 2. The Everhard Expedition. So we're already in Chapter 2. Just want to see how long... Four, 6... There's a secret object in every chapter. Play it again, Nora.
Wow, what is this place? I'd better have a look around this abandoned
There's
village.
giant keys there,
Harry's
so.
crew might have stayed here. Is something missing here?
Is that a ventilation or is that for water flow?
A tiki, like something straight out of an adventure novel.
Everhart.
Everhart expedition. They set up camp here.
Did they get specialized branding? Damn, Harry. That's pretty sick.
Could these tikis be some sort of guardians? Polynesian man covered in tattoos. I'm not sure. Well, what well?
The guy doesn't want to be near the ruins. Why is he so afraid of that well?
Polynesian man covered in tattoos. I'm not sure if he looks angry or scared. Well, what well? So now you believe in magic, old pal?
He gave one of the amulets to each of us. Only Harry kept his. And that's why Harry lives.
Looks like some of the crew members didn't get along too well. A forbidden ritual?
He's warning us about these ruins. He said a forbidden ritual took place here.
Fascinating.
These ancient geometric stone structures are not Polynesian. What purpose did they serve?
Fascinating.
That's where the turtle hermit lived. Ooh.
Let me record it. So, you said you've been on this island before.
Yes. Some years ago. I made a rookie mistake. I detoured from my fishing route to go to what looked like a better spot. Less than an hour had gone. By when suddenly, my va'a, my canoe overturned. And I got this lovely souvenir from that mistake.
Heavens, what gave you that scar?
It's not a what, but a who. I don't know. I didn't get a good look at it. But it seemed like a sea creature I never seen. Anyway, I was lucky enough to reach that Whitesand beach. The one where we landed on the island.
Okay.
A man came 3 days later and got me out of there. He brought me to the port of Papeete without speaking a single word. Time passed, and I promised myself that I would go
Is this
on
the
with
guide,
my
maybe?
life and forget about this damn island.
Why did you agree to return to the island then?
I need to know what happened to me, to discover the truth. I don't know if you get me.
Absolutely.
They're composed of 4 pieces. I've never cared much for games of chance. I've never cared much for...
Cool dice set, my guy.
This fella sounds pretty hot-headed.
I came to this godforsaken island for just a few days, and it's been almost 2 weeks already doing nothing. Is that rich jerk gonna open that hatch anytime soon? I'm not gonna wait for Mr. Know-It-All again like I did with the elevator. He better let me handle the situation. We brought dynamite for a reason.
Blowing an ancient hatch with dynamite sounds like a fool's errand to me.
But that's the platform I saw. So it is an elevator, and there's a hatch above. 9.5 feet is safe distance for dynamite. Sure, bud.
They were packing a lot of heat when they came to this island, but they took all the guns with them.
A Winchester 12 gauge M12. 5 shells.
They were packing a lot of heat when they came to this island, but they took very neat. Quite a looker. A fashion model, maybe. Quite a looker.
To Roy,
A
the best
fashion model,
stuntman
maybe.
in Hollywood. So this man on the quest is Roy.
Who worries this much about their appearance in a place like this? Nice comb.
Got a whole kit.
His real name was Costas?
Costas Apostolou. Bears from Los Angeles. A case of accident notify Athanasios Apostolou.
His real name was... Looks like this fellow was a real heartbreaker. Very neat. It's some sort of Polynesian coat of arms. Is that an octopus? Something's missing inside that emblem. It's broken, but I might as well draw what I can see of it in my journal.
I figure the symbols needed to open the sun, birds, mountain, sea, and fish, and across the bridge. The path through the jungle led to an abandoned campsite set up in the remains of an old village. Could this be where Harry's expedition stopped? Harry had to intervene in an argument between the islander and a member of his crew. The Polynesian man seemed afraid of the rituals that took place in the ruins. There's a plan behind Harry's back to blow up the ancient door with dynamite. There's more back here. More village.
Damn it. Someone on the expedition died. What a delicate piece of craftsmanship. He seems confused.
If
as he was
anyone
having
needs
a
me, I'll
hard
be in the
time
medical
writing this
tent up on
down.
the flat outcrop after blank. What happened? It's better we find out more about that blank well, Dr. DeWitt. So one person died. So on the far left is our guide. The next one is the guy with the 12 gauge gun, was our stuntman. Roy, as they called him. Then Harry. Then one of those three must be the doctor. It sounded like from that woman's interview, like she was,
A farewell message from a friend.
I guess it's to finish our game in the afterlife. Rest in peace, Pally. So it was either Roy or Frank.
I never thought
Ooh.
that this expedition would cause anybody's death.
Roy Granger, whose real name
I never
was
thought so either.
Costas,
If
right?
he'd known this was going to happen, he'd never have come here.
And that was June 14th. Was that the day they got here?
Did they use all the dynamite? Explosives. Looks dangerous. I hadn't been close to a grave since my mother's burial. Shortly after she died, my lovely Dalmatian spots, as Harry used to call them, appeared. We thought it was nothing at first. I'm not sure what to expect on this island, but I hope I won't regret not having a gun.
Right here. To Roy. So Roy is gone. The stuntman, the one who cared so much about his appearance and brought all the weapons, and apparently had the plan to blow the hatch, died. Hold on, wait. 7/14. 7/14. This is the... Did he die blowing the hatch? Let's go back here to this little lap pool. Yeah, here you go.
Why is this hammock so far from the rest of the campsite? Look at this little fella. Look at this. An amulet with a carved Marquesian cross. The symbol represents balance and protection.
Could this be maybe where the guide
The
was
river
staying?
cuts through that canyon. It doesn't look safe to cross. Oh, I must have found the luxury huts. Pretty swanky. I've seen Harry keep even restaurant checks for bookkeeping. He would never tear up a piece of valuable information.
Okay. puzzle.
Got it.
Family symbols. They seem to represent sea creatures. The order of the symbols is important. What's the connection with each? Roy Granger, a member of Harry's expedition, died.
It's been ripped out of something else. Look at him. Giddy as a schoolboy. Icor? Look at him. Giddy as a schoolboy.
Black Ichor ooze. Ichor, or Ichor being blood of the gods. And that was replaced with ooze.
The parts of the tiki on this column seem movable. What mess did you get into, Harry?
Mr. Everhart, we deeply regret your refusal to accept our funding for your expedition. We've always had an excellent relationship with your family. We really consider a venture a unique and profitable opportunity for both parties. We wish you luck in your journey. You're going to need it. Caleb Brown, the Starry Wisdom Society. Caleb Bowen, sorry.
More drawings. Considering how poorly Harry draws, this isn't half bad.
Related to disease. Remains from old civilization. So we're up here at this top site.
Interesting.
We have to find that stone.
That Frank seems to feel guilty for whatever happened. I feel really bad for him.
I still don't understand what happened. Roy knew just as well as you and me that the black ooze was highly volatile. Never should have believed we said he had permission. I feel responsible. Frank. Drayton Motors. So Frank Drayton, maybe?
You put together quite an expedition, Harry. And all just for little old me. Black ooze. In a telescope?
So this is Harry, University of Denver.
The
So
Harry of a
frustrating.
heart
I know I'm
would
close, but I
never
can't
have
find the right
given up on this.
combination.
Something must have happened that kept him from solving it. This explains why the campsite is nearly abandoned. This explains why the campsite is nearly abandoned.
Something. Tell the others. Pack up sophisticated. We have to get to the Black Sea Beach. Something happen to the ship. Bring only what's indispensable.
Other planes of existence. That's bats.
Tillinghast spectacle lens aligner. After a specific alignment, the device concentrates the resonance wave spectrum and optical impression. Observing lenses will allow its pineal gland let him to gaze into other planes of reality. Outside the spectrum, we consider our dimension. From Crawford.
Something's missing here. Jeepers, a stranded ship.
Was that the Black Sand Beach?
My dear old pal.
Ooh, Harry.
I know you won't ever read this letter, but I'm accustomed to writing you, and it comforts me in this strange place.
Well, fun
This
thing.
island is riddled with secrets. So many secrets. But I'm not only talking about mechanisms and contraptions, Nora. I dare say that something on the island clouds one's judgment. Otherwise, I don't have an explanation for Roy's actions. The man was arrogant, impulsive, and a little cocky, but he was no fool. We weren't friends by any means, but he didn't deserve what happened to
He
him.
blew himself up.
Nobody deserves that. We may have made some progress in finding the cure for your illness, but at what price? I miss you so much, Nora. Harry.
He may not say it explicitly, but Harry blames himself for Roy's death. I know him too well. And I miss you too, Harry. Where did you get this strange device, Harry?
So, it's whatever piece...
I'm not really sure how this thingamajig works, or what to do with it.
So I have to find the right combination of dots.
I can't cross until the drawbridge is lowered.
Okay, so there's nothing down there. So, I'm thinking each of the houses had a symbol above it, and a tiki out front. We use the symbol, so this would be Turtle House, right? Because there was the image of the turtle right here. And what was was there a tiki out front here, or no? No. But for example, so turtle would be 1.
Harry hated asking his parents for money to fund this expedition. The Everharts are a wealthy Boston family, quite old-fashioned. They were never really pleased with his eldest marrying a middle-class girl. That's why he wanted to get away from them as soon as he could, just like his siblings did after him.
So octopus would be 4. So the bottom, so the crossed arms of the bottom. Would be my guess for that. This one would be the manta ray, so 3. Would be the tongue sticking out. They used whatever symbol was there, so hold on.
They used the emblem as a headstone for Roy's grave. This one resembles a shark.
So shark would be 2. So section 2 would be the eyes. Shark. Got it.
A secret compartment.
Alright, turtle, shark, manta ray, octopus.
What kind of stone is this? I've never seen any substance
is for
quite
the
like it.
Elevator.
It feels disturbing. This appears to be the shrine of a Polynesian chieftain.
I saw a ship turn on the Black Beach and decided that must be the Lady Shannon, the ship of the expedition.
Wow, really old photo. The island is wearing a lot of tribal ornaments, but none of them seem Polynesian.
Found the secret object in chapter 2.
Impressive work. Is that a fish pattern?
Alright, let's head back and plug the stone into the elevator. I'll be able to find the site where the dynamite was. And probably find out where the accident happened. There's entrance to ruins up here.
This enormous stone slab looks like a mechanism to get up to the outcrop. How is that possible? What fascinating technology. Oh my! Oh my goodness, what happened here?
Blast mark. All this ended up charred. Medical tent.
That black ooze again.
And Imbecile Roy blew the hatch to smithereens and himself with it. Don't worry, Doc, I have Mr. Everhart's okay. And this is just a controlled demolition. 3 feet closer and I wouldn't be here to tell the story. I got splashed with that black ooze. Took me a whole damn evening to clean it off.
Skin alterations.
Appeared on my left hand today,
Like the
similar
ones on my hands.
to angimas, allergic eczema, cyanosis, let's hope not. Took a sample of my blood to analyze. Asked for a photo of Everhart's wife's hand. The spots on my skin are moving. I can feel them. Someone in the well. I can hear voices at night calling my name. Who's playing that music? So mess with his mind. When was this written? July 17th, July 15th, July 14th. Oh, sorry, it was June. They landed in June. July, he blew himself up.
Heavens. He's losing his mind.
Slap, Kinji, slap, 1876. Stop playing the music. Stop it, stop it, stop it. That's enough. I like it very much. A plus sign.
Cripes. This man was splashed with that black liquid.
So that has to be the doctor.
Cripes. This man was splashed with that black liquid.
That must be Roy's hand.
Whoever took this picture must have a really cool head.
Probably the reporter.
Those spots look all too familiar.
July 15th, photo of my left hand.
Is this a picture of my hand?
So guide, Roy, blew himself up. Harry, still don't know who the big guy in the back is. Still don't know who the lady in the front is, but she's maybe a reporter. So the guy on the right would be Frank, aka the doctor. Or I don't know if Frank is the doctor yet, to be fair. So maybe the big guy is Frank.
Wait a minute. Is this what was in the doctor's blood? Erythrocytes. Aren't those red blood cells?
Pulsating effective. It's affecting our red blood cells.
Ugh, I can't stand the smell of medical equipment. Reminds me of my illness. I'd better not touch it. And given what happened, they shouldn't have either.
Is this the well? Oh, that's the black ichor.
Is this stone structure a hatch of some sort?
I have an idea. So, I love a good mystery. What can I say? I'm a sucker for point-and-click adventures and mysteries. have 6.
I'm not really sure how this thingamajig works, or what to do with it. I'm not really sure how this thingamajig works, or what to do with it. Something's missing here. I'm not really sure how this thingamajig works, or what to do with it.
I gotta find a way to take that lens out. So I can only do 6 dots, too. To fit that picture I took, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 dots. Alright, let's head down there and actually take a look at the black ooze all over the walls, because it looked like the eyes that were on the walls were bleeding that black ooze. So the black ooze seemed to cause the spots on the doctor's hands. Did we get a name for the doctor? I don't believe so.
Well then, I'm going down. Come on, Nora. Deep breath.
And then we can go back up and explore further. The voices.
Is somebody whispering? Hello? Is anyone down here? Were these eyes related to the ritual? This eye, is it calling to me? I feel disoriented down here. Are these ornamental? Or something else? Do they have 2 pupils? Another eye. I hear whispering. I hear it. I'd better draw it just in case. The whispering, it stopped. Was I imagining all that?
Okay, looks like dots and blots of different sizes. So maybe I can add more and they can stack to make bigger blots. Good. Now below. Now, two above that. Be a small dot. Then in the middle, far right, would be another size 3.
Yes, I think I solved it. I wonder what I might be able to see with this lens. It fits. What? What on earth? What is happening?
Stars?
My God. What? What was that I saw? What were those stars? My God. What? What was that I saw? What were those stars?
Curious. Very, very curious. Okay, let's head back down now. I'm getting weird flashes and visions, and as soon as the doctor got the ink on his hands, he started getting these dots. He could hear music, he could hear voices. That music.
depicts a ritual of some sort. What are they doing to their eyes?
Oh my god. Shooting laser beams through their eyes or sucking their eyes out into bowls.
You were close to something.
Rituals,
here,
other
Harry.
realities, forgotten
Let me see
civilization,
if I
not
can solve
Polynesian,
it.
black ooze used to replicate the ritual. Check Tillinghast pamphlet. And then they could see other realms, other realities, stars.
Well, this looks like another job by Handyman Harry.
Modify Tillinghast's invention to replicate the ritual using the black ooze.
Maybe he heard the whispers too.
Okay. Dr. Everett, the doctor's been acting like an oddball ever since he was splashed with the black ooze. And he's got worse after moving to the top of the cliff. Keep an eye on him, Frank. So I'm guessing that's our big guy.
How old is this mural? It looks really ancient. Well, that was easy.
So they can use the ritual.
This should save some time.
So the people, this culture was using the black ooze to replicate this ancient ritual. To see the stars, to see the secrets.
Considering how poorly Harry draws, this isn't half bad. My God, what was that I saw? What were those stars?
So we're done with everything there, so let's head back down. Ooh, there's one other thing I can check that I couldn't check before. The bottom, yep.
I believe this symbol means humble gawker of glamorous indie games. Brilliant.
We're the teacher's pet by Raw Fury was the publisher, right? I'm like, oh, there's got to be a secret. Oh, there definitely is a secret. Alright. So the only area I haven't been able to explore properly yet is this.
Why is this hammock so far from the rest of the campsite?
Oh, wait. I bet I can use that image of the stars to light up the star shapes on the floor of the well. You know? Yeah, there's stars. The question is, where's our starting point? You know?
can press these star-shaped tiles.
And fodder on the bottom. Before cutting in and cutting back out.
Right, looks like I solved it. Great Scott! Oh, the well is filling up. That's black ooze. Oh, no.
Ladder! Go get the ladder!
What's happening? I'm feeling faint again.
The Everheart Expedition.
What is this? Where am I? Am I dreaming again? This is different. It isn't my recurring dream.
That's something with eyes. That's a creature.
I can't stop walking. My
Moving.
legs aren't responding.
Is it like holding on to something? It looks like a Riverzor
Oh,
from the
Moses,
OG Legend of Zelda.
What is that creature on the horizon?
Is it a Cthulhu? Are we seeing a Cthulhu?
Wait a moment. No! Ah! I can breathe. Underwater. I have to get back. I have to find...
Does the black ichor maybe like let you breathe underwater?
What is that? What kind of creature is this?
Oh, it's gone.
I need to get a closer look.
I went full shape of water creature from the Black Lagoon over here. That's wild.
What happened? Oh, how did I get to this beach?
Oh, I'm on the black sand
terrible
beach.
headache.
Alright. So we're on the... How did I get here is a very, very, very good question. And this is the Lady Shannon.
Torn apart and cast so far at the beach.
Oh!
Earth could have happened to it.
That looks
I
bad.
wonder what else could be seen beyond these shores. on the wooden pole.
There's like lights being cast on it. So this looks like their main campsite.
Looks like they took
moved.
items from the stranded ship. It's too dark to see anything inside the tents. I should find a way to turn these lights on.
Trying to follow the cables to look for a generator of some kind.
Dead as a doornail. No power. My God. The ship's hull was ripped open. A few jagged rocks couldn't have caused a gash of this size.
Cables go up, follow the cables.
This place gives me the creeps.
Because this place still has power.
I can't see any trace of the ship's crew, nor their remains. Dead as a doornail. No power. This isn't right. No, wrong. Damn it. I'll try again. Oh, green. Now, what exactly did I turn on? Voice. Is that Harry? No, just a recording.
But we're stranded on this island. Please send help immediately. This is a distress call from the Everhart expedition.
Lady Shannon.
The ship was whaling not far from here.
Unaccounted for. 5 of us have survived.
Pacific Ocean to Tahiti.
On this island. Please send help immediately. This is a distress call from the Everhart expedition. 74 nautical miles east of Tahiti. The Lady Shannon has run aground. Its crew is unaccounted for.
Even the crew of the ship that brought Harry's expedition to this island were afraid of it.
Please send help
June 30th. We delivered 6 members of the Everheart to the island without incident. We'll pick them up in 3 weeks. If there's anything left to pick up by then. Let the island after lunch, no incidents. July 1st. The area seems adequate for whaling. Might be a good catch.
This is the captain's last entry.
2 weeks later. Good weather and clear sailing until a surprise undercurrent took the ship. I haven't seen the sea this rough in years. First mate swears there was a huge sea creature near our hull shortly afterwards. Definitely not a whale.
Frank is...
Wired up
certainly
your
a
message to the radio like you
resourceful
asked, Mr. Everhart. Keep broadcasting although the ship's got fuel. God help us, Frank. So Frank's like the electrician engineer.
What were you looking for in the heart of the island?
I was thinking this expedition had failed and I was worried about how to get back home. But then I found the stairs that led me to the giant stone Oregon. Might be another way to get to the very heart of the island. In any case, there's nothing we could do until someone hears a distress call.
Apparently, Harry's expedition waited for a long time to be rescued. Did they give
32
up
days.
hope? Maybe the legend is more real than it seems.
On the island of Ponope, there's a city called Nanmadal. It's composed entirely of large basalt structures. Legend has it the city was built by floating stones moved by black magic.
These knobs must control the vibrations inside this chamber. The black ooze's
Black
properties
ooze
are
test.
perplexing.
Changes consistency, levitates when exposed to different vibrational frequencies.
And I was completely covered in that black goo. I wonder what it'll do to me.
Everything on this rotten island seems something to do with the damn black ooze one way or the other. Even Dr. DeWitt's irrational behavior seems to be related to getting exposed to that awful liquid. Okay, so there's a mystery here involving the frequency.
Only God knows how long I've been covered in this black liquid. I wonder what it's going to do to me.
So Frank,
Although I
Dr.
doubt anything
DeWitt's,
could be worse than my illness.
Harry, and Roy.
At last, some light. That should make things easier. Ropes are frayed, and there are strange marks.
Was something
on the
tied
wooden
here, maybe?
pole. The menu is rather limited here. The menu is rather limited here. Hey, this sailor is a dead ringer for
Innsmouth
my
fisherman
grandpa
sightings.
Isaiah. Hey, this...
Found the secret object. So that led up inside the cave.
Faded clothing. It hasn't been worn in a long time. A handkerchief with the letters EDW embroidered on it. It's stained
DeWitt?
with blood and black ooze.
So, DeWitt. Mm-hmm. This is the doctor's, yep.
A white fedora. It's really dirty. Oh dear. This doc was a certifiable loon.
Yesterday the stones danced with my song. My song, Mijin Levelede. Everything is tuned in this place. There is treasure in Skat Gokolo.
These medical tools are hair-raising. These two fellows seem to get along pretty well.
So I'm guessing that's Frank and the guide, right? Frank and Teahora singing while working.
These two fellows seem to get along pretty well.
Teahora.
I'm glad you stayed by his side, whoever you are.
Frank, I understand what you're saying. We can't leave Harry here alone. I know you must think I'm only interested in the scoop, but what would you do if your wife, who was sick, were to die?
I'm glad you stayed by his side, whoever you are.
So C must be the woman. We haven't learned a lot about her yet. So she's like a... So Frank seems to be a engineer, electrician. Dr. DeWitt. Dr. Roy, stuntman, who's kind of like our... action hero. Tehoro is the guide, and C...
Looks like Frank wanted to leave, but
C.
I don't know
Ward.
if Harry ever read this letter.
Miss Ward, our lives are in grave danger. Look what happened to Dr. DeWitt. The man is completely bananas. I think we should get off the island as soon as possible. Mr. Everhart is determined to fight. He won't leave till he finds the Oregon. Do I have your support? Try to convince him to leave. And C wrote back saying that letter. Okay.
I don't know if someone in the expedition was a cook, but I really hope they didn't rely on Harry for it. The expedition only has 5 members now.
And the doc ain't looking as great as he used to.
The expedition only has 5 members now.
So C. Ward, Harry, Tehora, Dr. DeWitt, Frank. Frank Drayton, probably. Now the ship ran aground. What happened to the crew of the whaling ship is the other question.
So, is this recording? Mm-hmm. Well, shouldn't we be listening to something, Frank?
I see the doc tied up. Oh, the doc got tied up.
Twice. So it should be fixed, Mr. Everhart. I don't know. Maybe it was never meant to blame you.
DeWitt, where have you been this whole time?
Oh my god. He's got a knife.
Get off me, you lunatic! Hold him! Hold him for Christ's sake! Call Tearoa, quick!
Tearoa.
My God. Look at his contorted face. Is this what's going to happen to me?
It took 4 of us to do him. Where did he get that strength?
Those footprints definitely do not look human.
Did he get turned into an infant version of that giant creature?
This picture is taken from a distance. What is he doing? Floating rocks?
The doctor's whispering to some rocks. Are they floating? That's the frequency that caused the rocks to float?
I believe Harry visited this exposition. And he was looking for answers.
Newburyport
from
Tiara exhibition coming to Boston by C.D. Ward. C. Ward. So this... That's the woman. So she's who wrote this about this. Huh. FDR expects to the States. Robert Soydam and his wife found dead in the high seas by C.D. Ward. Strange incident in Massachusetts.
What a collection of happy news.
The gardener vanishes from their Arkham farm by C.D. Ward. Arkham Horror, H.P. Lovecraft. I don't recognize the name Robert Soydam. Let me check. Robert Soydam is a fictional character in the H.P. Lovecraft story The Horror at Red Hook. Yep. Cults and Rituals, an interview with Inspector John Raymond LaGrasse. Yeah, we're going full the Mountain of Madness, the Cult of Cthulhu, all that. Warden Blake News Agency. Cassandra Ward, and from Boston.
Photographic film.
Transparent film.
What happened on this ship?
So that's Tearoa, Frank, and the Doc. Or sorry,
He's
and Harry.
repairing my old music box. Attack? What attack?
Frank tried to repair his music box just before the attack. The attack from the Doc in the background. Look at him. You can see the Doctor's silhouette in the background by the ocean.
A pulp magazine.
Tales
I love
from
Chandler
Beyond.
Hogarth
House at
stories.
the End of the World. Chandler Hogarth. Arcadia. That's an I'm not seeing anything for Chandler Hogarth. Arcadia by H.P. Lovecraft.
A pulp magazine. I love Chandler Hogarth stories. Never heard of this Eric Zahn fella. A portable typewriter.
Eric Zahn. The Music of Eric Zahn is a short story by H.P. Lovecraft about an elderly musician who writes unique and unworldly melodies.
Someone here had a green thumb.
So the last chapter told the death of the stuntman. This told the
Ropes are frayed and
insanity of the Doctor.
strange marks on the wooden pole.
Walked out to the shore. Okay. This is creepy. I'm starting to dig it.
Someone took notes about some important dates.
June 30th, arrival. July 1st, set up camp. Roy blows up the Wells hatch. We strike camp and move to the beach. 10 days later. July 14th was the last entry in the Lady Shannon's ship's logs. The same day. So the same day that Roy blew up the Wells hatch, something attacked the Lady Shannon.
Did he take some amulets from the other campsite? Or did he carve some more?
So this was supposed to be Tearoa's camp. This was supposed to be Cassandra Ward. Taking notes on everything. So this is probably Frank. Not much there in Frank's tent. But this is where Frank's engineering stuff was set up. Although that's Frank's cot. Okay. Check down here first. So what does it have to do with this old music box is a big question too. That son of a DeWitt stabbed Frank. Luckily, it was just a flesh wound. It's a good thing they held me back, or I would have plugged that nutcase like the rabid dog that... Jesus, what am I saying?
I've never seen Harry so angry. A rock stained with black ooze. Looks like the prototype of something. Wow, look at the size of these stones.
South Pacific Expeditions of Megalithic Basalt Stones.
These symbols are linked to the piano keys.
The frequency.
What kind of doodad is this?
All right, let's write this down. So 266 is the diamond with one dot. The diamond with... Then comes two dots. Then comes three vertical. Four in a diamond. Which is the 1, 2, 3, fourth key. Fifth key is up escalator, down escalator. Comes left and right. Then comes a kite. So that's 277. So I want to make sure it stays the same. 262. Three, 1, 1. Fourth key. 3, 4, 9. 392, 415, 466. Shocking scene atop the cliffs. Explosion, yeah. I climbed down the well that Harry's crew blew open. A series of strange eyes depicted in the walls calling to me, guiding me. The crew's doctor was splattered with black ooze during the explosion that killed Roy. He developed marks in his arms like mine, started acting strangely. The murals tell the story of a ceremonial ritual involving the black ooze. Were they injecting it into their eyes? I'm not sure. I think the islanders were trying to imitate it. Harry tried to replicate the well ritual by tweaking his strange optical device, staining the lens with black ooze. I don't think he ever achieved it, but I have. When I saw the lens left me speechless, I get the heebie-jeebies thinking about it. I lost consciousness inside the well, got covered in black ooze, but I didn't drown. Instead, I had the strangest dream. It was a dream, wasn't it? Or a vision, maybe? I'm not sure. I couldn't control my own body, jumped off a cliff, dived into the sea. Woke up in the dead of night on the Black Beach, but I can't remember how I got here. I just got fuzzy memories like a dream. An enormous shipwreck casts its shadow over the black sand beach. It looks like the lights are shining through the cracks into the hull. Dr. DeWitt's mind was getting worse as he tried to stab Frank. The doctor seemed possessed by something that gave him incredible strength. The rest of the expedition had to subdue him in time to a pole. After several days of descending further into madness, the doctor disappeared in the dead of night, his restraints torn apart, strange footprints on the sand nearby. The ship has several colossal gashes along its side, unusual in shape, should have sunk in the ocean outright. How did it end up ashore? I thought I heard Harry's voice, but it turned out to be a call for help. He left broadcasting from the ship. I wonder if anyone responded. Ship abandoned. What happened to its crew? The members of the expedition used whatever they could find inside the beach ship to build another campsite on the black lava beach. Harry discovered the black gunk might have different applications. The ooze reacts to sound frequencies. Maybe the music
Well
box?
tuned. I expected no less from you, old pal. A rock stained with black ooze. Looks like the prototype of something.
I've been studying the structure for the last few days. The tones it emits change Oh. So the basalt structure changes tones with the tides.
How can someone build something like this out of stone?
It's a pipe organ. It's on my bucket list. I really want to see it in Croatia. I believe in the city of Zadar, there's the world's largest pipe organ. It's all along the beach and carved into the stones along the beach, along the walkways and sidewalks, are massive pipes, and as the tides and winds move in and out, it blows through, creating a giant mile-long pipe organ. Sounds fascinating. I really want to check it out one day. Waves push air through the carved stone tubes.
Captain Hodgson told me that knowing the lunar cycles is useful for better navigation at night. So Harry probably took this calendar from the Lady Shannon.
Have found unknown treasures built by a civilization. Kept searching for answers. The tidal organs emit musical tones while the water pushes through its... Alright, so... June, July 11th. The full moon on the 26th. Does this have anything to do with the days of the moon?
Captain Hodgson...
There you go. For November, is today a new moon or the full moon?
Rock stained with black ooze. Looks like the prototype of something. I hope you didn't borrow this slide projector from the University of Denver, old pal.
So judging on where the tide is, person jumps in and becomes a fish person.
Well, that cartoon was unexpected.
Watch the last slide from Harry's projector.
Inexplicable.
What day is today? November 7th is a new moon. So... So it would be kite. So that, right? 466. 415. 262. 277. 311. 349. 392. Oh, wait, so now I can go back to the ship, find the exact days, and match the tones. Let's see what's up here first.
Sometimes I still doubt whether this isn't just some ghastly dream.
That's wild looking.
It's curious, but it's the first time since I got sick that I feel useful. Harry is depending on me, and not the other way around. What odd structure. It doesn't look like a building, though.
It's a pipe organ. It's a giant sea organ. Oh, that's so cool. I love the concept of a sea organ. It just sounds fascinating, using the land itself to create music. Alright, let's head back into the ship. Oh, wait, you know what, I bet? I'm realizing it just now. I could check the slide by going up to the projector at the very last slide. No, I can't use that to, like, update. Alright, let's run back to the ship. So he was singing, and it, Dr. DeWitt was singing, and it caused the stones to levitate. And again, they were trying to repair the music box, my childhood music box. So that moves up 2 and 3. That moves up 1 and 2. And that moves up 1 and 3. There you go. Okay.
I better write down those numbers in my...
262 hertz. 300, so that's 1. 349, that's 4. And 415, that's sideways. Okay.
journal.
So I now know what tones I need to activate the stones. Or keep them at the right frequency, or keep them balanced, essentially. So it's diamond, 4 diamonds, sideways diamonds. Do any of these have a correlation between... So that one, right? 1. So let's try this. I have a lot of information. I'm not sure where to put it yet. So the moon is new. So on a new moon... Tide be high. Wasn't there a trophy about a piano that I saw? It seems like a lot of this is meant to be replayed. Okay, now where can I enact this? I feel like I have a lot of information. And I know what tones to use. Right, it's one. Bum. Now it looks like the key shape.
A rock stained with black ooze. Looks like the prototype of something.
Again, this is the only part I haven't solved yet, so it's November 7th. So it's a new moon. Okay, hold on. Ready? Let's see. On the new moon, is tide high or low? The tides are slightly higher during a new moon, so it would be that, right? Which means things change, so that becomes... So we would do the kite. Four dots would become 3 dots. And sideways would become up and down. Right? So it's last one, 3 there, and 5. I don't know what that tells me, though.
What odd structure. It doesn't look like a building, though.
Am I paying attention to what's plugged and what's not here? Let's take a picture of it just in case, but... There's more stairs over there. If I swim out... I've gained the power to swim. Can I swim now? No. Have I gone back here yet? There's a whole half the campsite I haven't checked out.
Some kind of improvised workshop. This must be the highest part of the island. And that diamond shape again. How You made it work, Harry.
Morning, crew.
Now
Sorry
it's my turn.
for the revival this morning. I didn't expect to wake you up with the noise of that awful organ. Good news, the organ revealed the entrance to a temple. Bad news is the temple's on the mountaintop. I hope you're in the good mood for hiking. Jaws are inside the temple as the answer. I'm looking forward we can finally leave this damn mountain and go home. Thanks for sticking with me, Harry.
What kind of machine were you building?
Piece of the mast. Sheet metal. Frank,
So
if
this
we want
is
to
the
enter the
reason
mountaintop,
she
we
was
need to
scavenged.
reproduce the effect of the organ. I know we weren't planning this, but we'll have to build a machine with whatever we can lay our hands on from Lady Shannon.
Harry isn't usually very chummy, but...
We'll move the materials we need to the summit and we
Really
set up
seems
camp
to
there.
like Frank.
Please stop calling me Mr. Earhart, call me Harry.
Burned photo. I can't make out what's in it.
The knife, that's the knife. I know I thought I saw something about Harry recording. Yeah, right here. The Lady Shannon recording. Call of the Sea. Oh, there's a... Well, I mean, it's called... Alright, so now I know where to go. I have to go up there. I'm making my way for the summit. So there's 2 more things I can get here. You looked that up in a guide. Yeah, I did. And apparently somewhere up here is a recording of what happened to the Lady Shannon. Barely see a thing.
Oliver, close the hatchway. We're getting knee deep in water.
So this must be the crew of the Lady Shannon? That don't sound like no whale.
That thing's inside. Open fire! It's gone. For now. What the hell's Braddock, damn it? Braddock is dead, Captain. The same beast what dragged him down into the water killed him. Jesus. The ship's sinking. No, it isn't sinking. Something is dragging us down to the deep.
And brought them here?
Sweet Jesus, those screams. And what were those beasts that attacked them?
Whatever did friggin' that.
When I get back home, I'm going to read up on engineering. I've been interested in knowing how things work since I was a child, but I always thought technology wasn't for me. What nonsense. Huge stone door looks like an exit. How does it open?
Over here, we gotta play a song
This
on the
ornate
organ.
structure certainly isn't natural, but not man-made either. This feels ominous.
Right, because today is a new moon.
Must be instructions to operate this bizarre structure.
Alright, so the things I need open. That. So the things I need open are kite. But it changes. So it's I need open yeah. Kite, 3 dots, and up and down. Oh!
Those symbols seem to indicate the height of the tide.
Okay, so the tide right now is the second lowest. So not completely low. Hold on. Okay. There. So what I actually need, okay, is number 1, which is now up and down. Number 4, which is now 1. And side to side, which is now 2. So I need up and down 1 and 2. Where's one?
Those symbols seem to indicate the height of the tide.
Where's one? One is currently closed. It's down there. I gotta go down and around and find it. Damn it. It's gotta be down there.
I'm quite scared of storms. When I was a child, I used to cover myself with the sheets to not listen to the noise of thunder. I honestly doubt I'd like to cover myself with anything in here. Time to overcome my fears, I guess.
Where the hell is it? It's such a damn process, but I think I got it. I just need to find the damn stone. Don't seem to be in any order. Now I'm getting just a little frustrated. Is it in there? Has it been in here this whole damn time? But now I need to close this, don't I?
My dear old pal, I think I'm getting closer to understanding what is happening to you, but it is taking a toll on my sanity. As fascinating as this island and its ancient and unfathomable wonders may seem, it's also a place plagued with misfortune and calamities. We lost Roy at the campsite. We almost lost our engineer on this beach. The doctor went mad and stabbed him with a strange knife. And all because of this island, Nora. Initially, we were optimistic and in high spirits, but now we've all become resentful and discouraged. Even I can feel how I am constantly assaulted by dark thoughts. Anyway, if what I am going through here helps me
slowly
find
going mad.
a cure, it'll have been worth it. I hope to find an answer in the temple on that mountain peak. Love you always, Harry.
Poor Harry. He is worried, exhausted, disheartened. I will find you, my love.
Okay. So, oh no.
Let's see what the next one does.
Yep.
That's it. That's where Harry must have
The
gone.
temple on the mountain. And again, that was the symbol of the mountain that we saw in that first area, the 3 peaks. Why are there glowing green
I'm
waterfalls?
not sure why, but I don't feel this island is dangerous. Maybe it's because I haven't spent as much time here as Harry did.
And that's the end of chapter 3. The Vanishing of the Lady Shannon. So we're about halfway there.
Whew, that was quite a hike. I've been seeing these horseshoe-shaped pillars all the way up. Do they mark a path?
This is actually quite lovely. Big tone shift in music. Journal entries 93%. So I'm missing probably one journal entry in the Lady Shannon. And the secret object in chapter 1. How many chapters are there? So I think it was like 6. Alright. So you know what? I think that might be where I call it. But I'm really enjoying this. Kind of like point and clickiness of it. It kind of reminds me of old school Secret of Monkey Island. Less journey back and forth through islands, but like with the unique puzzle solving. The puzzles are interesting on this. Given time, I can figure them out, as you just saw. That first one was a little annoying. But given time, like, this weird tonal playing with music puzzle. Yeah, it's whatever's right there, directly under that boat that I missed. And I'm guessing I missed whatever's above that. I want to check something. Play it again, Nora. Now, can I just go back to... I can just go back to chapter 4. That's actually pretty handy.
I'll leave my things in the boat until I find somewhere to camp. A tent.
That's
So
a beaver.
somebody was on this island recently.
A miniature.
A note written in French. It must be a warning about the day. This machete is completely worn down. The blade is dull.
Alright, I want to check something out here. Ready? Thank you. She could not ignore the call of the sea. To anyone who reads this, we have profaned this island for to anyone who reads these words, we have desecrated this island to only find death. Don't go any further. Well, that sounds great.
Someone has been chopping down palm trees. A lot of them. Maybe to build something. I feel quite good. I dare say I might even walk a little faster than usual.
Alright, so I'm just gonna probably look around and replay chapter 1 and 3 and look for the secret object here.
Those markings seem to represent the
And
sea.
the missing
I'll make a
journal
note
thing
of
that
it
I
in my
did.
journal.
Now that I have
Handy?
the answers, I can just finish whenever I want. But I think I'm gonna finish this in another stream. I think this is
Looks like it opens from
genuinely
the other side.
interesting. Also, apparently, I want to get close because I want to check something.
These wooden figures are called Unu. This seems to be telling a story.
People coming to the island.
A bone fish hook.
Again, maybe like the giant creature to keep it out, or they trapped the giant creature.
It may look peaceful, but clearly somebody wants to keep outsiders off this island. What a lovely flower offering.
I can't open that until I find the marking that shows me that there's something buried underneath it. So it's not like you can just straight solve things.
From what I've read, the Polynesians don't need doors. So why build such a big one? Well, that did something. This box. CW. Those are the initials on the brass key.
Cassandra Ward, I'm getting that now.
It opens it. So whoever sent me this key was here. This is starting to look like a scavenger hunt.
So did Cassandra get off the island and send me that?
Well, look what's hidden here.
Does that make sense? Yeah, like, I love the...
Works.
Like, say what you want about H.P.
This may
Lovecraft.
be the
Super
first time I
weirdo,
trespass
very
a private
racist.
property. My childhood in Newburyport wasn't exactly the most
The
thrilling thing.
mythos he created was very interesting and very cool, and I think it's interesting to see it continue here.
Harry? Harry, you were here! You were here and I found you, damn it. Where are you now? Where is everybody? Where did you and all your crew
Missing,
go?
dead, missing, crazy and missing. So we know crossing this is what ends the chapter.
It's been years since I took such a long walk. This fresh air is doing me wonders. What a beautiful mountainous landscape. This sort of pond is a Polynesian fishing technique. There's another symbol inside it. Oh my, this is so beautiful. What were these birds called? Lorikeets. Cole's lorikeets.
I'm looking for the secret item. But now I know it's from this side.
There are lorikeet feathers scattered around this uni. I'll draw the symbol in my journal. A shortcut. That's convenient.
I was here before.
This looks like cargo from an earlier voyage, long before Harry's expedition.
Sumatra Queen. My boat's still there. That's good.
Harry said that he would go to the end of
I'm
the
betting
world to
said
find
something
a
like
cure.
once you solve the
From
final
looks of
puzzle.
it, he wasn't lying. We promised we'd never lie to each other from the moment we started dating, no matter how harsh the truth. This reminds me of those slot machines that Harry and I saw at the Atlantic City Pier, but a Polynesian version.
Sun. Ba-ba-ba. Bird. Fish. Mountain.
Well, I guess I hit the jackpot. That's my ticket across the river then.
Now I could cross the river. Or yeah.
The motorboat. It's gone. And I had my luggage in it. All my
motorboat go?
things gone. And the tide was so weak, it couldn't have carried the boat away. What happened here?
Remember when I said pull the boat in and tuck it back here? When this stream started? I'm just saying. So now I'll go back and find that missing thing here, but I'll probably do that in my own time. I think that's where I'm going to call it for now. I enjoyed this. I thought this was pretty interesting.
How did I get to this beach? Oh, I have a terrible headache.
I'm literally missing something right here. So... Chapter 3 journal entries. Bam, bam, bam. Right, we're looking for a log, right? Notes. I got the frequencies. I got the calendar. I got the piano symbols. I got the piano frequencies. Oh, after discovering the current sea level, I go back to the slides, and that's the note I'm missing there. And logs in order. Terrible storm destroyed.
That ship, torn apart and cast so far up the beach. What on earth could have happened to it? Terrified. I've always been afraid of storms, but something or someone seems to be moving there on the reefs. Or is it just my imagination?
I do see like lights or something right here. Right there. Same lights right there. Yep, there you got 2 glowing lights. Alright, before I replay this level again entirely on stream, I'm gonna replay it off stream now. I really dug the creepy vibe of this, and then the hope of beginning the next chapter seemed really interesting. And that brings us to 96%. So it's probably that last note that I'm missing. Okay. 14 murals in the next chapter? Yeah, so this was the first half of the game done, so we will return for the second half of the game, chapters 4, 5, and 6. I'm intrigued. This seems really creepy, really interesting. I love the Lovecraftian horror vibe. Like Arkham Horror, on the Mountains of Madness, that whole vibe and aesthetic is really cool. And I like the puzzles and I like the mystery. I'm intrigued and I can't wait to do more of this. I'll probably do it on stream. I'll add this to my list of games I'm going to continue streaming. Today's the 19th, right? Yeah. Call of the Sea. Adding it to the list. Was not expecting a Cthulhu game. I guess with Call of the Sea I probably should have. So, games I'm going to continue on stream. Tales of Kenzera Zao, Marvel Rivals, Thank Goodness You're Here, which I'm going to try and do. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. No, I wanted to do a Fortnite stream tomorrow because the Fortnite event went live tomorrow, right? Sifu, Under the Waves, which I actually did. I finished Under the Waves. I did like a 9-hour stream 2 days ago. After I did Sakuna of Rice and Ruin, I did like 3 hours of Sakuna and then 5.5 hours of Under the Waves. And then Call of the Sea. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more games I'm going to try more of on stream. Alright. I'm intrigued. I'm excited to play more of this. And we will be back in a few days to play more of this, probably. Yes. So, guys, we only have 6 more days. We only have 6 more days of Gamesmas live here on Twitch. Which means I have done 19, 20 if you're watching the YouTube exclusive one over on my YouTube. Yeah. this has been a lot of fun. All right, I'm excited. 6 more games, 6 more chances to find some beautiful games. Then I think after that, maybe on like the 28th or 29th, I'm going to do a year in review, talking about all 25 of these games plus every other game that I played this year. Yeah, so I'm excited. All right, guys, thanks so much for joining me. Flight Sass, you sassy flight. Thanks for chatting. That's going to be it. May your gaming be good. And until next time, stay awesome. Peace.